as we are once again alive upon the internet. And yeah, a bit right there, a bit right there. And my audio is fine, yeah. It's all good then. Let's actually let's actually see how fast this does go. I have no idea with the new method. We'll try spending some proficiency or some watch points on a watch alt.
Automated external
This is basically a watch alt.
By hostiles. Safe area
How fast
entered.
do we get a decent amount of resources out of it? What I should do is just spend all this, right? Yeah, I'll spend all that. Because at the very least, we should be getting... So 1k should translate to 1200 of that. 1k points. Yeah. Because the points would be basically a 1-to-1. So yeah, let's spend this indeed. So... let's actually make a count. So we have two rough counts. 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 items, gear. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weapons. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, let's get some gear first. And yeah, the chest I think is a good place to start. Out of these, the collector is the one that like is least likely to be useful. Anyway, 23. Because yeah, let's have a peek at how fast we can go. So let's hit 3 gear and then we'll just rotate. Because also I feel the gear has waveform is definitely one I basically don't want to touch. Let's get this number basically as low as it can go. Oh yeah, let's have a peek at how fast this is, just to know as well. No, that's proficient. This I'm fine with. This I'm fine with. That's... I know, mostly with items I'm fine with, actually, so it's not even that I would be against getting them. So let's spend 300 points worth of this, because they barely, they don't even have credits for one buy anyway, so... We'll do 150, 200, 250, 300 points worth.
Looking to deal?
And then I'll go into my folder here and go and find by vendor. And so now if we do this, actually, you know what? Oh, I should have F4 there. So, or actually, let me just grab a stopwatch here. Let's kind of see how long this takes. We did like 3, so you know what? I'm gonna already like let the stopwatch run. And actually, I'm gonna pause it. So we've done like 4 seconds on it. And I need to boot up the thing again and we're gonna click that and click that. I'm curious to see how 300 points worth of things will take as a, like here. So engaging gameplay. but yeah. And hey Tennyson and Amni and Pamic and Essie. Welcome to grinding hell. They should be automatically deconstructing each one after the first one. I'm not checking here, but also if we hit 100 items, it'll bug out anyway. I'm gonna pause it for 1 second and bring back up this just so I have both chats up and go back. Because first of all, yeah, you should totally macro this. But secondly, so we've done 300k and that was already more than a minute. I get the feeling we're gonna be here for a bit. So usually what I do with this though as well is if you have the option is of course you just turn it on and you just walk away and do stuff. Or what I oftentimes do, especially with the buying things, is I'll just have it running on my laptop and just kind of in between doing things, just look over and see if it needs attention. Which with at least like deconstructing, you kind of with this, it should basically keep going till the currency runs out, and that should be like 3 points. So 20% on top, so 330, right? 330-ish worth of printer filament, or 3,300, 330 points worth of it for 300 points spent. So. Well, actually, it's a little bit more than that because it's 4.5k. Technically, as well, I should be buying the cheapest one, which is like the other one, which is 2 credits cheaper. But also, I mean, right, we can just press this. And this is about as fast as this macro can go. Because it's basically jamming on the spacebar every 100th of a second, or I think it's actually a 100th of a second. So it's like pressing down for 100th of a second and then pulling back up, and then it's about as fast as you can go. And yeah, indeed, this is first world problems, rich people problems. I think I'm going to just, but I'm curious actually. I'm curious how much 300 points worth, because that would be if you were spending 300 points on printer filament. That's basically all you need for getting a thing from 0 to 100. So in this case, we're not going from, and in this case, we're just spending it on credits first, intermediary, and then getting a little bit more out of it. Because every buy leaves us 479. So every 10, actually, is it 10% then? Am I wrong in thinking it's 20%? Oh no, it's 2 items, of course. Yeah, so 10% from each. As we sit here and hit the 5-minute mark, there we go. I should just be holding this like. Is that readable? Almost, kind of. It kind of disappears if I like hold it there because it goes like that's not a part of a human body. But yeah, we're on 520. We've gone way past 420. We're gonna reach 6.9 at some point. We'll have a chuckle and then we're halfway. So yeah, it's about 10 minutes. I'm kind of tempted to just hit the stop button and just. But then also I'm stuck with like that amount of credits on this character, which. Let's just see this through. Let's also kind of see if it is 3.3k ish. I feel you could make a if you sped this up and kind of use it as a tambourine sound. Just you could make some bitchin' tracks. Just sample this and then just do it fast and it's just somebody hitting the tambourine just on their hand. full sending it. Wait to that. There, it broke the tempo. We're getting there. Indeed, actually, that wasn't even looking at what the mod is, but as Lavny Day says there, you're getting +1 mortar ammo. So if with the amounts I'm buying right now, I should have infinite mortar ammo in the mortar, right? Like it's +1 for each time. +1, +1, +1, +1, +1. Well, what we'll actually have is a lot of printer filament. Which I'm still unsure if this, like what like carbon fiber is carbon fiber. Like I can understand carbon fiber. Steel is steel. What's printer filament? Why is the filament of a printer specific? Okay. Because I think it's actually like it even has like the picture of a printer thing, right? With like the printer head. Oh, 3D printing stuff. Yeah. But also we're using it as a component for something else. Oh, okay, yeah, you can call that filament as well, right? That makes a little bit more sense. I'm thinking of more like electronics and just the small lines, or like when you're like, for instance, the bendy bits on a thing, you could call those filaments. The bendy strings, the bendy wiring, kind of. Well, that makes a lot more sense. See, we're learning. We're learning two things here. That is about 3D printer stuff and that this takes hella long. Although, I mean, if your goal is to just get as many printer filaments as possible, you'll just AFK this, right? And just because we're reaching the 9-minute mark, we're like 5/6 done. As we're like 3 million something. Well, we got 3 million basically. That was 300 points worth. And we had like 23 or something saved up. So we'll kind of see how much we got from this exactly. But we'll see. Yeah, we got ones that print with metals, yeah. Yeah, I've seen those ones. They're pretty cool. And yeah, we end up actually, it's kind of handy as well nowadays, where you kind of just need sometimes stuff. Especially one of the techs I kind of work with, they're pretty smart, and they have access to 3D printers. So quite often, like if we need something, we just go like, "Hey, dude, could you just design something for it? Like something to just hold a mic here, and it's like in a weird spot or something, or instead of because that didn't exist. Sometimes we hang mics from like up above to hang down, basically, kind of. But then oftentimes they're just hanging off the cable, and one of the things that often happens with those cables is just after a while they just break, especially at the head. So having him make something that was kind of just holding the cable behind the head and then the mic together with it, so it's a kind of tension relief on the joint where it connects to the cable. Yeah, we ran out of credits. Let's end that thing.
Glad we got that settled.
Let's deconstruct these two as well. As actually we started on the other one, but then we realized this one was cheaper, so that's why. So we have actually, yeah, I totally forgot it looks like this, but that's just 3D print. Oh, actually, I totally forgot that this stuff has text. ABS is a thermoplastic polymer when extruded into a filament. That's where the filament comes. ABS plastic is often used for 3D printing. Recycling old ABS items is a common way of producing new ABS filament. Yeah. Wait. A heated printing surface is recommended when using ABS to avoid the cooling process to cause warped surfaces. Printing with ABS can produce VOC, volatile organic carbon fumes, which can be toxic, especially to children. The base of operation is equipped with sufficient ventilation to make sure any printing operation is safe for everyone in the room. I feel this is like just somebody had fun writing these. I've likely read these, but it's been a while. Electronics. I also love how it goes like steel, ceramics, polycarbonate, carbon fiber, titanium, and then just electronics. Just not like gold or something that you could maybe use in electronics, or just, but yeah, just full on electronics. Go like from pretty base materials to just full on. Yeah. So yeah, we did learn something today. The other thing was that I forgot to pause the thingy, but I think it was like 12 minutes then. 11 minutes. 11 or 12 minutes. Whatever. It's fine. We're not doing that again. We shall never know. So how much printer filament do I have now? So I have 4K. Oh, okay. Actually, you get... Oh, yeah. Wait, you get more than... Okay. So we had a little under 30. So... let's say we had 3,980-ish. That's not 3,980-ish. And if we divide that by the 3,000 that you would normally get, 32%. How is it that much more?